Today, we're going to look at NECA's Ben Cooper inspired action figure Frankenstein. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to check out one of these NECA Ben Cooper inspired action figures. Now this is the Frankenstein one. So I have not opened one of these yet. I think I have 7 or 8 of them. This is going to be the first one that I'm going to open. And this is the Frankenstein kid. Looking at the package, you see this Ben Cooper inspired packaging, which is awesome. Very, very nostalgic look to it. And if you was not around during Ben Cooper times, well, you would get a box look just like this, except it was more square and it was obviously a lot larger. It was as big as a mask that would fit over your head. A lot like this mask right here. So it would be a lot like that mask. So your box was a little bit larger than that. But this style right here looked a lot like that. And you would get your mask, and you would also get, usually when I was a kid, they was at the vinyl stage. The bodysuit would be vinyl, and it seemed like if I'm remembering right, it was always one piece. You would step into this thing, pull it up, and then have your mom, I can't remember if it was buttons or zippers. I know it wasn't zippers. I think it might have just been either Velcro or buttons. But yeah, you would pull that thing up. Halftime, the seam would rip on you, and definitely by the end of the night, the vinyl suit that you pulled on with the sleeves and the legs would be pretty much ruined. So these are the actual masks and costume are actually sought after collectibles right now. I mean, if you can find you a mint Ben Cooper costume, they are worth a little bit of money. So, but of course I wasn't collecting. I was putting this sucker on. I was going around the block 3 or 4 times to get candy. And that's what this represents. This is pretty much me in 1979 to 1983 probably. And they did eventually get out of the vinyl, and I think they went to a cloth, and into the 90s it was more of a cloth costume. But the face, the mask was always the same. It was this plastic, just like this one. It didn't have this big old strap though. It was just a rubber band coming around that went around your face, and man, you thought you was the crap when you had that on. But so much fun, very nostalgic. This is pretty much the packaging. So on here you see monster figure with costume and mask right up there. You got, looks like a Wolfman, Frankenstein, creature, and maybe a zombie right there. You see the big Ben Cooper logo right there. Ages 14 and up. We have lowered our age here to 14 and up. Our regular NECA horror action figures have been 17 and up. We do have choking hazards. NECA logo right there. On this side, you got Ben Cooper up here. Monster figure with costume and mask. This is number 03 in the set. So we want to try to get them all. But they're hard to get right now. They're very hard to get. But just stick with it, and you'll probably end up getting them all. Up here, you got, it says Frankenstein, size 5.5 inches. And again, you got a couple bats flying up there. And on the bottom, you have your makers, and you have a Ben Cooper logo, and your NECA logo down there, barcodes and whatnot. And let's see, on the back, you get your big cross cell. Now, this is exactly what the bottom of the box looked like, too. So you could pick which one you wanted. And man, we wanted them all. You could only get one. Your mom wasn't going to let you get 2 of these. So we have a creature, we have a devil, Frankenstein. It looks like a mummy, and then a skeleton. Some of them are boys and some of them are girls, but it looks like to me that this one is a boy, but it could have a ponytail in there. So let's get this kid out of the box. I am going to take him from the bottom. This is my first one I've done, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with this too. And right now, I'm not feeling that I'm going to get 2 of each one of these. I'm just going to get one. I will keep the packaging, so I'll put them up every year. And you know, some people like to keep their action figures out, but I'll tell you, I like putting mine up. And one of the main reasons why, putting them up and taking them down, one of the main reasons why is you just don't get sick of them that way. I mean, once you get them down and then next Halloween comes out, man, it's exciting again. Like, I'm opening these Universal Monster figures, and even though I've already opened some of them, man, it's exciting to get them open again. All right, here we go. NECA Kid coming out. And there's an empty box. Nothing on the back of that. Set that to the side. And here's the kid in the tray and in the plastic coffin right there. So I will pull him out. And there, just in the plastic coffin. And check out this box. That's your tray right there. And is that awesome? You can pose your kids in front of the store where they just bought their awesome costume from. That is awesome. I love the colors. Very 80 looking right there. 1970s and 80s. Man, it looks good. It's got a store. Says open costume shop. Mass costume supplies. New monster costumes and masks, it says right there. So this is great. Absolutely great. That's probably my favorite NECA backdrop I've opened so far. And that's just off this little kid. All right, and this kid is going to be tied in, so I'm going to get his accessory out first, which this is awesome. This, I broke my handle off. I think it's just going to snap right back on if I can find it. Yeah, my pumpkin pail handle broke off, but I think it's just going to snap on there. Yeah, there we go. And check that out. You know, we used to have these when we was kids, but we never used them. We absolutely never did use them. We used pillowcases. You could fit a lot more candy in pillowcases, but we had them around the house. I still have them around the house. And you know what? My kids never did use them either. They all used pillowcases. How many, leave a comment, how many people actually use those to collect candy in, and how many people use pillowcases? All right, now that's it for the accessories, so you get that, which is pretty cool. I really like that. Because that's what we're doing here. We're trick-or-treating. I'm going to turn him over. Now, I'm curious to see if this is vinyl suit here, or if it's what it is. All right, got that cut. We'll get a hold. And another thing I was worried about, are these going to be tough? Because they look very, very thin, and I'm hoping stuff don't break off of these. There we go. Frankenstein kid has been resurrected. There he is. Let's go through articulation first. Head's not looking up at all. At all. He's not looking at that moon. He's focused on trick-or-treating. He will look down a little bit. His head goes side to side. It will rotate all the way around. He has shoulders that's not going to go all the way around because of this suit he has on. And I'm afraid if I do turn that all the way around, it might... Oh, there it goes. It'll go around. So it will go all the way around. It does have a... Let's see. Is there a butterfly on here? There is Velcro on this. So I'm going to check out this. Pull this off his arm right here. Yeah, there is a single butterfly. And look at this. Haven't seen this. There is an upper arm cut. And double jointed pinned elbows. Wow. Can you believe that? NECA has really, man, surprised me with this. His wrists will go down and they'll go up. No side to side. They will go all the way around. I'm wondering if he's pulling it, it don't feel like it's going to come off. He even has an ab crunch on there. Let's get this suit back on. Because I'm not going to take it all the way off. Is there a hula hoop waist? No hula hoop waist, but it does have splits. It does have big straddles and big splits. It has, is that single or double? I think we only have single jointed knees, but they will go to 90. We have ankle rockers, and we can, of course, this kid, he's got his little grade school dance recital. He can pirouette. Look at that. Good articulation here on these kids. Now let's talk about him. So the mask looks awesome on this. And I was wondering if they do remove, but they don't. So there's no mask removal on this. But look at that sculpt on that mask. And his eyes are set back so it actually looks like a mask. And it's not sculpted on there. It's actually over top this kid's head. He's got, look, you can even see the rubber band going around his hairdo, pulling his hair in. His is tied. Mine were never tied. Mine were just an elastic rubber band. So this is interesting. This must be even earlier than the 1980s. This must be way back in the either late 60s or early 70s, because mine did not tie. And then this is the suit, and this is actually some kind of vinyl or something, but I'm telling you, this material here is way tougher than what we had. But I do love how it's one piece. Now, that's what I was talking about. It was one piece, so you would unvelcro that. I can't remember if it was Velcro or snaps, and then you would step into the legs, pull that sucker up. Half the time it would rip down these seams right here, just getting it on. But for sure it was ripping when you was going around and start playing with your buddies. But this is amazing. The Frankenstein on the shirt looks good. It's very vibrant. Big yellow Frankenstein on there. Purple pants. And look at the shoes. Even look at these shoes. He's even got a side tie on that shoe. I don't know if you can pick that up. There's a side tie on that sneaker there. He don't look like he has socks on. But man, that looks great. Here it is, the back. And that's how it was. It was always one color on the back. This is great. And very tough. A lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. He's got two gripping hands, so he can hold this bucket with whatever hand he wants. And the handle broke off again, so maybe that's the one thing I'm going to complain about. And quick fix it is, but I don't like that. Wish they would have done something a little better than that. But there he is. Trick or treat, man. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat, he says. So awesome Frankenstein Ben Cooper kid. Man, I'm impressed. Really, really impressed. Wasn't sure how it was going to look. Let's get him with Frankenstein Jada toys. See how he looks. How great does this look? Man. And then we got the best. The NECA Frankenstein right here. So look at this. How happy is this? The kid dressed up as Frankenstein. His dad's dressed up as Frankenstein. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much for watching. We're almost to that 300 subscribers. I think we're 2 subscribers away. Please like the video if you did indeed like it. Subscribe if you haven't. But until next time, for Ben Cooper and NECA and this little Frankenstein kid, oh yeah.